Are we testing?
Okay.
We're testing.
Okay.
Testing.
Okay. But if it comes out right, we're just gonna keep going.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that good?
All right.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Hey, Krissy, did you have a good weekend? Do anything fun?
Well, I spent all weekend in my garden gathering everything up. It was exhausting. There is so much stuff in there.
Oh, that's amazing, friend. I didn't realize you had such a green thumb.
No, I don't. Everything was dead, Liz. It was dead. I had to gather it all up and throw it all in the trash. I waste so much money every stinking year on these plants.
Ugh, I'm so sorry. If only we knew someone who could teach you how to grow things and not just kill them.
If only, y'all.
Hello, Krissy. Remember me? That's what I do for a living.
Oh, that's right.
Oh my goodness, our friend Sara Rubens. I forgot you are a garden coach.
Oh, that's right. Sarah, please, will you please come on the show? Please, 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 please.
Sure, because guess what? I'm already here.
Yeah, she is already here. Yes, thank God. Now Krissy won't bring me cucumbers that taste like mushy snail slime anymore.
Oh yeah, that tracks. Welcome to Cougar College, y'all.
Welcome, Cougar College students, to another episode of Cougar College. I'm Liz.
And I'm Krissy, and we are on a midlife mission to know it all.
But not on a midlife mission to teach middle-aged women how to pick up young men.
Sorry, folks. But stick around anyway, and you might just learn a little something.
And today, we are so excited to have Sara Rubens from Seed to Sanctuary as our guest. Welcome to the podcast, Sara.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to be here.
Yay! We're so excited to have you here. So we're going to let Sara tell you all about her garden installation business. But first, we are going to taste this episode's Cougar cocktail.
Yes, so I brought a rosé in honor of talking about gardens, even though we're talking about vegetable gardens.
Yes, that's okay.
I mean, look at that bottle.
It's beautiful.
There's stuff all over it. It's gorgeous.
It's called Fleur de Prairie.
Ooh, fleur.
Fleur.
Is that French?
Flower.
Maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Oui,
French
oui,
for flower.
oui, oui.
Oui. Oh, that's right. I forgot you are a traveler.
Ooh.
Cool. Okay, so we are going to try.
I need our guests.
Yes.
First.
We will give our guest her cocktail first.
In her cougar cup.
That's right.
All the podcasts that I've done, I've never gotten cocktails.
Oh,
during it.
girl.
Please let me come back.
We don't podcast without cocktails.
I like it, because you know what? It is 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
It is.
It's 5 o'clock here.
Yeah, it is. We're good. Oh, man, it smells good.
Yeah, take it.
I don't usually love rosé or red. Oh, wait, I got to take my enzyme.
Oh, yeah. Take that.
Does anybody else need an enzyme? So
No, thank you.
No,
No, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah.
I can go enzyme free.
Oh, man, I wish I could.
Me too. Let me know if you guys want more. Let's get tasted.
Okay, let's try it.
Yes. Cheers, ladies.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh, that's lovely. I like it.
Cheers.
I like a pink wine in the summer.
Pink wine in the summer.
I like it. Very nice. But not a Zinfandel.
Ooh, I like
Rosé.
that. Oh, yeah. I'm not a Zinfandel person. No, thank you.
Oh, wow. So that's interesting.
Oh, I like that.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
That's good. I give it.
Interesting. That doesn't sound like it's good or bad.
No,
Okay.
let's see what Krissy's rating is. I give it 2 paws up.
Do you?
Mm-hmm.
What do you give it?
Oh, all 4.
All 4.
All 4 paws.
All,
Yeah.
All 4 paws. Stick those paws up, girl.
Feet and hands. Feet and hands.
What
Okay.
do you get?
Let me try it again.
She's not a rosé person.
But my husband always tells me, he knows me so well. Whenever I taste a wine, I always go, and he says, stop for a second, take another sip. You always have to take 2 sips because you never like it at first, and then you take another sip. So let me take a 3rd sip.
Yeah.
I actually think having it in this very classy wine glass
Oh,
really helps with
yes.
the ambiance as well.
I agree. Okay, I
Brings
like
out
it.
the flavor.
Oh,
I
yay!
like it.
She likes it.
I like
Yay,
it.
Yay! Yay!
2 paws up.
Good.
That's 6 paws up, y'all.
6
That's a lot of paws.
Possibly 8.
Possibly 8, yes, if we have our legs,
Yes.
our feet up. All right. Okay, so Sarah, we're also going to use Seed to Sanctuary, your business, as the sponsor of this episode. So
Awesome.
instead of talking about it, I'm gonna have you talk about it. So tell us a little bit about yourself and your business, Seed to Sanctuary.
Oh, thank you so much. So, Seed to Sanctuary is my, I do garden design, installation, and coaching. But specifically, I really focus on raised bed kitchen gardens. So mostly foodscaping as opposed to landscaping. However,
Okay, yeah.
as we know, pollinators do like pretty flowers. So I always have lots of flowers in and amongst the vegetables. But that's what I do. I come alongside my clients, help them determine where in their setting, typically their yard, the front yard, side yard, backyard, is the best place to put their garden. And then I will do a design for them. And then I have a team, a crew that does the installation. So it's all turnkey, soup to nuts.
Oh my gosh.
And then by the time I'm done, you're full of soil, you're ready to start growing. And then I have a coaching program where I come alongside of you once a month and we talk about what's growing in the garden during that time, what's working, what's not working. So my caveat is you better like me, I better like you, because we're going to be hanging out together for an entire year.
I already
That's
have a
pretty awesome.
question.
Okay.
So you're fitting this into the natural landscape, or you do raised beds, or both?
I do primarily raised beds.
Okay,
And I'll
raised
tell you the
beds.
reason why. I don't know if you've heard or not, but North Carolina doesn't have very good soil.
Oh my gosh. I'm not from here originally.
Neither am I.
Okay.
It's
So,
it's taken me some time to realize that.
Right. So if you're gardening in a raised, there's a zillion reasons why raised bed gardening is really a game changer, I think. But the most probably is the fact that you can control the entire ecosystem of the soil, and soil is king. And
Love that.
so yeah, we just bring it in and put it right on top of that North Carolina crappy stuff.
So cool.
I love that. Is there anything that will grow well in North Carolina soil?
Oh.
What is
Kudzu.
that?
Oh, kudzu.
Kudzu.
What?
What is that?
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's from Japan.
I have no idea, but it's an incredibly invasive weed, and
It's
you
a
do
weed.
not want
Oh,
it.
Stinks. You've
okay.
seen it.
Yeah,
You
you've
definitely
seen it
know
all
it.
along the
It's
highways.
everywhere.
It's
Oh, I'm
everywhere.
sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, if you stand next to it, it's going to grow around
Oh,
your
okay.
neck. Yeah.
I think there's a book called Kudzu, the vine that ate the South.
Oh.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I think so.
It's pretty.
Anyway, I mean, I think don't get me wrong, there have been, centuries of very successful people growing vegetables in North Carolina. I mean, our farming industry has been incredibly successful.
Right.
But this type of gardening is completely different than Papa's garden on the back 40,
Right.
back behind, with plows and in row gardening in the soil.
Right.
I'm kind of creating this,
In the suburbs? Is that-
well, you can do that anywhere. And,
Right.
I mean, there's right here, not too far away from us, there's actually farmland that people are still growing in. But kind of my sweet spot is that I'm not only creating a beautiful gardenscape for you, I'm really creating a sanctuary for you. So it becomes an integral part of the rhythm of your backyard or your side yard, your life. It is a focal point in your landscape. And it's someplace that you want to go to create a relaxing place to connect with nature. And oh, by the way, pick some awesome tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, and things like that.
Yes. So do you incorporate the pollinator aspect?
Yeah.
Okay.
So typically when I do a raised bed, here's another thing that's kind of unique about my raised beds gardens is they are 2 feet tall. So girls, you don't even need to get down on your hands and knees to
Oh, I
garden.
love that.
You
Oh,
are
wow.
standing up at regular level.
Oh, that's nice.
So you don't
I'll
have
put
to
that on
take it.
Instagram.
Right,
Yeah,
you don't need to
stick
put
it-
on your garden clothes, you are just out there, whatever you're wearing, and you are not bending down on your hands and knees. And that's really important because then you're encouraged to go out there multiple times a day.
Absolutely.
So, it's not like you have to get yourself all geared up and, get your gardening clothes on.
And you can sip and snack.
Oh,
That's
yes.
my favorite thing.
Absolutely. That is something that I have worked really hard to perfect. If anybody wants to learn how to do it, just DM me and I will hook you up.
Oh, I love it so much.
But anyway, back to your answer. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. Keep
But,
going.
so, in and amongst the raised beds, the majority of the things that are growing in there are herbs and vegetables. But then you invite all the pollinators in when you put flowers in and amongst it. So they're beautiful. Where you've got, in the spring and the fall, you have pansies and snapdragons growing. Right now, in the summer gardens, you have calendula, zinnias, sunflowers, all growing in and amongst the
That's beautiful.
veggies. So the bees and the butterflies are just hopping all around.
And you need that.
Yeah, absolutely, we need it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
And speaking of bees, I totally forgot. We were texting last night and you reminded me that you were also a beekeeper, which I think is amazing.
Yeah.
That is
I
amazing.
want to visit.
Please do.
Oh, it's
Please
gorgeous.
Please do.
It's
Oh,
gorgeous.
absolutely. Yes, I have 2 hives, and last year I got 6 gallons of honey.
Oh my God.
Those ladies are hardworking chiquitas, I tell you what. And this week, as a matter of fact, my honey is going to be delivered to me, and it's kind of a process to get it from the hive into the jars, but there's resources for that.
My
And-
realize that.
My cousin has beehives and does. He sells his.
Yeah, I give mine away. I just love it.
I didn't realize that you couldn't just take the honey out, stick it in a jar and eat it. You can't?
No.
They have to. It's not-
No, you don't have to filter it, but it's all
That's the
on these.
Kentucky in me.
It's on these. The
Yes, it
honeycomb.
is.
The honeycomb. We have put it in like this gigantic kind of centrifuge like device thing. You take all the rails, like the panel of honeycomb,
Right.
and you put it in this thing, and it goes around and around and around and around and around really, really fast, and it spins the honey out into the sides of this vessel. And then it drips down into a funnel into jars.
Oh, that's-
It's the most
That is so
phenomenal thing in the world.
That
And
is
that's
amazing.
done in North Carolina or no? You
Oh.
said.
No. I mean, everywhere. Everybody who's a
I mean-
beekeeper, you have to get your honey extracted. Quite frankly, cheat. I have, okay, this is a terrible pun. Stick with me on it. I have a bee czar. So I have a guy that's like a garden coach, but he's a bee coach. And he's bizarre. He's my bee czar.
I love it so
Is
much.
he local?
Yes,
Yeah.
local. Yeah, busy bee. I'll give him a shout out.
Oh, busy
We
Busy
should get
bee.
him on.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
we
he's here.
should.
He's
Oh,
in
we
the
should.
Davidson Farmers Market every
Oh,
week.
he is?
He is.
Then I
Oh,
probably met him.
absolutely.
Oh, that's so fun.
Oh, that
Yeah, so
is
this is
so
my other
cool.
second stupid pun about it, is, so he's my bee czar, and his clients are very similar to my clients, so we cross-pollinate.
I love it too.
It's
Yeah.
always better to work, to work.
Collaborate.
Oh, yeah,
Absolutely, yeah, you should definitely get
That's
him
what
on.
we're doing right now, for sure. So you said another thing about those ladies are working very hard. I also didn't realize. Okay, so let me back up a little bit. I go out into my garden. I use quotation marks, but I do like flowers, like the easiest flowers in the whole world to grow.
Krissy, that's
like
awesome.
zinnias.
And guess
Thank
what? The bees love them,
Yes.
so you are doing it.
Okay, so I go out every morning, and one of my favorite things to do every morning is to go out and see all the bees sleeping in my flowers. I have taken so many pictures of bees in the weirdest positions in these flowers, and I was like, oh, they were just too tired to go back to the hive. But then Sarah told me that all of the worker bees are female, and they kick the dudes out of the hive.
Done with them. I am
Oh.
done with you. I don't need you
didn't tell me
anymore.
that part.
I
did
didn't.
not
She
know
told me
that.
that last night. So it's so funny. It's like a reversal. It's like the girls are like, "Hey, dudes, come on in. Let's get our buzz on," and then they kick him out.
And then the
They're
poor
gone.
guy just literally not know what to do, so he just takes a nap.
He just sleeps in the flowers. That's so funny.
And he's got nowhere to go home to. It's
So
quite
do I.
a phenomenal
Cougars.
thing.
A hoot.
Yes.
So I did not know that.
It is, the whole science miracle behind bees is something that is just mind-boggling. It's amazing.
It's
Absolutely
very
amazing.
cool. I just remember my cousin ordering a new queen,
Mhm.
and it
Oh.
just arrives,
Yeah.
like it's shipped.
Yes.
And he loves those bees. They are his queens.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, and so you just introduce a new queen, and the bees will say, "Okay,
They have to see if
if she's accepted.
It's
or
all
something?
complicated. It's very complicated, which is the reason why I outsource it. So basically, it's kind of not, I'm not really a beekeeper. I'm a bee host. So I host 2 hives in my garden.
Oh, geez.
But my bee dude takes care of them.
Oh,
I got you.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I got my hands full taking care of everything else.
Yes,
Right,
you
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Okay, so backing up a little bit, Sarah, you coming from Washington State, is that right?
Yes, outside of
Oh,
Seattle
wow.
area.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Did you grow up in a family that gardened and ate their own food? No?
No. I grew up in the 50s. My mom was, God love her, I was one of 6 kids. My mom was the queen of anything you could make with Campbell's cream of mushroom soup.
my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I mean, I was a casserole kid, you know?
That sounds like Kentucky. We grew up
Yeah,
on casseroles, too.
absolutely. So no. I did not know how to garden at all. And I think it's important for me to kind of put a stake in the ground, so to speak, and tell people this truth about me. 4 years ago, I did not know how to grow anything.
I
Okay.
cannot believe that.
And
That
I
blows
taught
my mind.
myself how to grow to the point where I now am teaching other people how to grow.
That is
amazing.
so.
And if I can do it, you can do it.
Yes,
I
and
promise you.
You learn something new in midlife. I love it.
That
what we're
well,
all
that
about.
has been the best thing ever. There's just so many things that are life giving to me about learning to garden. But I want people to not be intimidated by it. There's no such thing as a black thumb. Everybody
I don't know.
There is. Everybody can grow something, and guess what? Sometimes you just need a coach.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes. Absolutely.
There's so much content out there online. You can go down the proverbial rabbit hole.
Oh my gosh,
and
I have. My
you know,
gosh.
it's just and spend a ton of money. The garden industry wants to sell you so much stuff, and it's just not necessary. It's just not
Oh,
necessary.
you just
have
did
some.
a reel on that.
Actually, I think it was today.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I have like 2 tools.
Oh, I gotta go
That's
back and
it.
see it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Really?
So
I had never seen that first.
a hori is my
Yes, a
favorite.
hori.
I just like to say it.
Oh, hori.
It's
Like those bees.
It's like a garden sort of looks kind of like a machete, but not as scary as that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just a multi-purpose tool. It's
Oh,
my
wow.
favorite.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I can't wait to watch that video.
Yes.
That is
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
interesting. So then when you started gardening, where did you get your plants? I mean, can I just go to Lowe's and get my plants, or do I need to, like, so we try to be pretty healthy in our house, and we try to eat organic. And I know you're an organic gardener, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so where would I get my plants? You're gonna bring me my plants, right?
Well, if you're one of my coaching clients, yes. But I would encourage folks, obviously, people that are listening to this are not going to be right in my area because I know this podcast is going to go far and wide.
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
So my
Thanks, Sarah.
suggestion would be that you, as a person looking to source good quality plants, is you try and buy them at independent garden centers.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, yes.
So I have kind of a funny story to tell you recently about an instance where a client of mine, I did bring her all her plants. I have a contract grower who grows for me,
Okay.
but so I can bring all my plants to my clients. But this particular client wanted a different variety of tomato that I didn't have, and so she went to a big box store and bought this tomato plant. And which is fine. I'm not saying she can't do that. It's her garden. She could put whatever she wants in it.
Okay.
But anyway, so I'm over there like a month later doing a coaching session, and her tomatoes, the ones that I brought her, are growing like crazy. Beautiful, vining tomatoes, just growing like nuts. And there's this little sad one sitting over there.
I did see this on your feed.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna use her name because I don't want to embarrass her, but I'm
Oh,
like,
no.
so tell me about this tomato, because I could tell just from the label that it wasn't one of the ones that I brought. So tell me about this tomato. And she said, yeah, I really like that variety of tomato. I just got it at a big box store. And but it's just not doing well. And I said, well, I'm going to tell you why it's not doing well. That tomato was raised on crack cocaine.
Oh.
So basically, that product starts with an M and has a G.
Yes.
It's a green label with yellow box usually. That's basically crack cocaine for our vegetables.
Oh my god.
And that is synthetic,
Oh my
not
gosh, Krissy, you
organic.
didn't?
No.
You're
Yeah.
not supposed to use that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, wait.
No,
okay.
no, no.
Wait.
Can I just say the brand?
Yes, just say it.
Sure. Just
Miracle Grow.
Yeah.
Do not use Miracle Grow.
No,
Do not
no,
use Miracle
girl,
Grow.
No,
no,
no.
Not
No, I
even
didn't
the
know this.
organic Miracle Grow.
No.
No.
And do you know? I mean, they have.
I did not
you see
know
the
this.
apples thing? My husband's in produce, so he keeps up with all these things.
Oh,
yeah. So you're supposed to only buy the apples with the 9, not the 6, because they've made this coating that is organic.
Oh
but
my
it's
gosh, so much. I need to learn
there's
so much.
Oh yeah, I gotta keep you.
Yes.
Okay, but let me go back to tell you this funny story.
Yes.
So I told my client,
Yes.
I said, so the problem is that plant was addicted to crack cocaine when you bought it, and you brought it home and you put it in your garden, and you don't serve it crack cocaine anymore.
It's detoxing.
So it literally was detoxing and shriveled up and died.
Poor thing.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
But you know what an amazing example
Yes.
of what not to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, to answer your
I
question,
had no idea.
either start them by seed, and I don't start everything by seed. I just start really easy things by seed. But there's so many wonderful small independent garden centers, and y'all, those garden centers need our business.
Yes, they
Yeah,
do.
I
Yeah.
agree.
So-
I agree.
Yes.
As an owner of a small business, I
Yes.
get that.
Yeah.
100%.
Absolutely.
So are there things that do better started as seed and other things that do better started as like just already growing plants?
Yeah, so that's called a seedling. The little
Okay.
baby plants are called seedlings. And yes, the answer to your question is there are definitely things that are easier to what I call direct sow. You just put the seed right in the dirt in your raised bed. You don't have
Right.
to start it in a
Not
seed
the
tray under the grow lights and all that. Now, there's a whole host of people that have great success doing seed starting, and they love that whole process.
It sounds
But
terrible.
it's a lot of work. It takes a lot of space, and it's a whole thing to itself. So what I recommend is about, I'd say, 80% of the things that my clients grow, I'm bringing them the little baby plants.
Okay.
And then the other 20% are things like carrots, radishes, beets, lettuce. Y'all, lettuce is the easiest thing to grow by seed. You just
Really?
throw those seeds on the dirt and water them, and like in 8 days, they are popping up, and you are eating a salad like in
Oh my
2
gosh,
weeks.
I
Are you serious?
Lettuce is a no-brainer.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
That is
I'm
very
learning
cool.
so much.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it just drives me crazy when you see in the garden center, these little pots that they have with lettuce starts, and they're charging like $15 or something for them. And it was, a seed packet is $2.99. It would
Right.
fill an entire
No
4 by 6 inch
way.
bag. Yeah,
Oh my
it's
gosh.
crazy.
So crazy.
That's
I know.
amazing.
But guess what? I didn't know this before I learned
Right.
it. You don't come out of the womb knowing this
No,
stuff.
you
No,
don't.
not at all.
No, and so it's fun to learn.
I love that.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's fun
it
to
is
learn.
so
Yeah,
fun to
it
learn.
is.
Yeah.
So
Now
did you
what-
teach? Oh, I'm sorry. Go
No,
ahead.
you're
You
fine,
ask.
you're
You
fine.
ask.
No, what brought you to North Carolina?
Oh, husband's career.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
By way of Washington,
Same,
D.C.
same
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Same here.
Yeah,
Same here.
Yeah,
Yep.
but I'm thrilled. Oh, actually, I'm thrilled that he did, and
Are we getting a refill?
it was
yes,
a
we are.
terrific lifestyle change for us. We were living a very busy, hectic lifestyle in Washington D.C. and had an opportunity to move here, and it was probably one of
Wait,
the
you were
best.
in Washington D.C., not Washington State.
Both Washingtons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I gotcha.
how long have you been here?
Oh, 33 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
long time,
Okay.
right.
We've been here for 10.
Yeah.
How long have you been here?
20.
20. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. 30, 20, 10.
So I moved here when I was 2.
Wait, really?
Oh,
Of course you did. And I moved here when I was 1.
Yeah.
well, yeah. I was in the womb.
Yeah.
Love it. Yep, in the womb. Love it, love it. Okay, so then when you started gardening, okay, I guess let's back up. You said you started gardening during COVID.
Yes.
Did you just say, okay, I need something to do and I'm going to start gardening? And how did you just teach yourself how to do all of it?
Did you take a class?
Sounds so hokey, but it was really quite organic. So I was stuck at home. I was working in corporate America, and I had, grown kids. They were in college. No, actually out of college. Yeah, they were grown kids out. Anyway, my husband and I were empty nesters, put it that way. And stuck at home during COVID, and I was already working from home, so it wasn't unusual for me to be stuck at home. But I needed to find something else to do after 5 o'clock, because otherwise I would just continue working. And it's like, I'm not giving them any more than the 8 hours that they're paying me for. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'd like to kind of just delve and dabble in gardening a little bit. And so I started off with just building what I thought was a raised bed. And it basically was a 6-inch tall, frame. I built, maybe it was 8 inches tall. And I thought that was a raised bed, filled it with dirt and, planted some stuff in it. And lo and behold, it was like, wow, this was kind of fun. You know what? You put a seed in that soil and you water it and that shit grows.
Love it.
And I was like, I had a tremendous, I'd say it was about a 75% failure rate, but I had about a 25% success rate. Enough that I was like, okay, I got to learn more about this.
Okay.
And so,
enough that it propelled you forward.
exactly. So, COVID dragged on. And so it's like, okay, well, I'm going to keep, and on, and I'm going to keep on kind of looking into this. And I ended up finding an online garden community.
Oh.
And I took a class called the Kitchen Garden Revival.
Online class.
Online class,
Okay.
yes.
And where'd you find this community? Instagram?
Well, they found me because when you do that thing, you're Googling.
Yes.
All of a sudden, all my
talk. All of a sudden,
exactly. So anyway, they found me, which I'm grateful that they did. And the author is a quite successful. Her name is Nicole Burke, and she has this company called Gardenery, and she's written like 3 books. So anyway, I took her class with the Kitchen Garden Revival. And I thought, well, I was looking at that sad little garden that I had built, and I was trying to figure out, how do I jerry rig this garden? Because I want to have a really beautiful one like I'm seeing on her pictures. Mm-hmm. And my sweet husband's like, Sarah, we are stuck at home. We love to travel, but we're doing nothing right now. If you want to just rip those gardens out and start all over again, you can. Well, he hardly had it out of his mouth when I was out there ripping those things apart.
I love
my
that.
gosh.
And the number one thing that I realized I did wrong was I didn't use organic cedar to build my beds. I used pressure treated lumber. I didn't know. I didn't know.
right.
It's trial
and
I
error.
didn't know
Exactly.
that was organic cedar.
Well, cedar is organic, but you don't want to use pressure treated lumber. Okay.
I get it. Yeah.
So anyway, I pulled it all apart, started from scratch, built exactly to her specifications from this online class that I took. And, working 8 to 5, doing my boring corporate job. And then I just could hardly wait to get out into my garden at the end of the day or at lunchtime or whatever. And I just saw it literally unfold before my very eyes. And so what do you do when you have something, in this day and age that you're excited about? Mm-hmm. You post pictures on Instagram.
Oh, yes. Heck yeah.
Yes.
So I started.
You have quite the following.
Oh, yes.
Well, but I didn't begin with. I didn't even know how to do Instagram,
No one begins with
Yeah.
that.
So anyway, I started posting pictures, and just random people, strangers, came to me and started DMing me saying, "Oh my God, Sarah, your garden is so beautiful. Can you help me?" And I'm like, "Help you? I just learned how to do this 10 minutes ago." I was just like, what? And so I ended up having this gorgeous garden, and I live in this town of Davidson, which is where the studio is. Mm-hmm. And I'd had a particularly bad day at work the day before at my corporate job. And my job was just a job. It was just, sucking the life out of me job. But, I made decent money, and I, most importantly, carried the medical insurance for us.
Yes.
Because my husband is a serial entrepreneur. So I, provided the insurance, which is totally fine.
Yes.
At the time was 63. And so it's like, okay, I'm just gonna coast on this corporate job, do a little part-time gardening till I'm 65, and then, Medicare comes in, and then I can quit my job and do gardening full time. And so that was my game plan. Well, my corporate job was just depleting me completely. And one day I was taking a walk, and I walked down the street from here, and there's a lovely restaurant right here in downtown Davidson. I'm going to give them a shout out, the Flatiron Grill.
Flatiron.
Yeah, Tap House.
Yeah.
I love Flatiron.
Oh, who doesn't love Flatiron? Yes. And they had next to their parking lot an overgrown sad little plot of land that was probably 30 feet by 30 feet. that it looked like at some time somebody had tried to grow something there, but it just, nothing was going on. Yeah.
Yes, it was sad looking.
It was
Very
sad. And so I happened to know one of the investors / owners of the restaurant. He was a neighbor of mine. And I sent him a text message with a picture. Now, mind you, I'd walked past this garden this plot of land 100 times, never even paid attention to it before. But I just decided that I wanted to build a garden on that spot. And so I sent him a text message and said, hey, I've got an idea for this sad little piece of land. I think it needs some love. And he's a great guy. He's like, yeah, what are you talking about? I said, well, why don't you meet me in my backyard and I'm going to show you my idea. So a couple of days later, he comes over, he walks around, he walks kind of from the front of my house. You can't really see my garden. He walks around and it's like early July and the garden is spectacularly beautiful and abundant. And he says, oh my God, this is amazing. And I said, yeah, that's what I want to do that on that piece of land there. And he's like, wow, that's so cool. But like, who's gonna build it and who's gonna maintain it? And I looked at him right then and then I said, I am. I have a business that does that. I did not have a business that did that.
Is this how you started your business?
This is how I started my business.
That was great.
I literally, and he's like, let me get the chef over. The chef came over like a couple days later. He walks, busy guy, Chef Bill's a very busy guy. He walks in, he looks at the garden, walks around the corner, looks at Mike and says, yeah, I want that. And he walked away. And I rapidly went inside, came up with the name of my company, grabbed the domain, set up an LLC, and the rest is history.
And that's how it happens.
That is how it happened.
Yeah.
Yes. So then I posted about that, and then more and more people wanted me. So I was doing it very, very part-time. And again, was thinking that I was going to coast to retirement. And this is the last detail. I feel like I'm telling you too long of a story.
No, this is great. Yes.
But this is part of how fate allowed me to pivot. So I was on the beach Christmas week, specifically in Mexico, and it was December 27th with our family on vacation. Just had my second mimosa sitting on the beach, listening to a book. I was just having a great time. And I got a text message from somebody that I recognized the prefix of the number, but I didn't recognize the number. And I read it. And it's this guy that was part of the leadership team of the company that I work for. And I was in the process of renegotiating a large contract for this company. And so I thought that he was just reaching out to me because he needed some details about this deal. And so I'm like, hey, I can't talk right now. I don't really have very good cell signal. I'm going to be back in the office in 2 days. I'm happy to, put something on my calendar. I'll be back and I'm happy to answer your questions. No, I really need to talk to you real quick. It won't take very long. Do you mind calling in on this number? I'm like, hey, this is so weird. I turned to my husband and I said, I think I'm getting fired.
No.
And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, Barry, this is so strange. And I recounted to him. He's like, well, go back to the room and call. And sure enough, dialed in. Hey, Sarah, I'm sorry. I know you're on PTO. I'm sorry to bother you. But thanks for calling in. Here's human resources. And just like that, my professional career of 47 years ended in a phone call. They fired me on the spot.
Oh, so you were with them for 47 years?
No, but I worked in corporate America for 47 years.
Right after Christmas? What the?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
And I can't even tell you how shocked I was. I was shocked. I was mad. I was humiliated. It was just every emotion.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I could not even, they were doing a downsizing and, quite frankly, I'm old.
A lot of corporate.
I've got gray hair.
Not old.
Nobody else
You're
does
not
have gray
gorgeous.
hair.
You are gorgeous.
So I basically put on my big girl panties and like, okay, I got to deal with this. So I was able to, after just the pure shock of it, honestly, I could not imagine brushing up a resume and going out and looking for a job at age 63. It's like, I'd rather have 25 root canals. I can't even imagine doing this. And so I said to my husband, I said, okay, they gave me a severance package that's got a runway it's going to basically get us COBRA insurance for the next 18 months that we need this whole insurance thing.
Okay.
The insurance handcuffs,
Right.
And I said, I really feel like I could scale my gardening business. I've got a lot of ideas. I've been holding back on these ideas because I just didn't have the bandwidth. But if I focus on that 100%, can I just try like for 6 months? And he hates the way I say this, but I just wanted his, not really approval, but just his nod, like, you know what, go for it. Let's
I feel
see.
like we all want that.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, go for it.
We're partners.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I just didn't, and I was completely, honoring my end of the bargain, as far as making, it wasn't so much the money I made, it was the whole insurance thing. Anyway, long story short, he's like, go for it. This was like January 1st that I had this conversation with him. On January 3rd, I booked the largest piece of business that I'd ever done before that constituted for 50% of what I'd done the whole year before.
Oh, shut up.
And it was like the universe nodded to me and said, yeah, Sarah.
And can you tell us what it was?
It was a huge garden, ironically, kind of outside of Raleigh. It was a
Wow.
client that found me through Instagram.
What? I didn't realize that you worked that far.
I don't anymore, but when you start a business, you'll go anywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
And I loved her. I loved her story. She had a chronic condition, and she just knew that gardening was good for her soul and good for her health. And I just wanted to be a part of her journey.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
And so I built her this beautiful garden, and then I coached her for an entire year.
Oh my gosh.
And that set my trajectory for full time, and there's no looking
And
back.
that was so meaningful.
And every
Also,
and
as a
I can't even
coach.
tell you how many clients I have that are just so meaningful to me. I have so many unbelievable stories of how I've been able to literally grow with people, both figuratively with their garden, but also mind, body, and spirit. It's the greatest deal
And
ever.
now you love
That's
your
awesome.
work.
I love my work, love my clients. It's fantastic.
Have you noticed
Oh,
that
yeah.
when you started gardening, it just changed? It helped you emotionally, helped you mentally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I call it adopting a garden-centric life. So having the garden be part of the central part of your life. And this is kind of a scenario that I will, when I meet with a client the first time, I try and kind of paint this scenario to help them understand what that means. It's a made-up word, So basically, if it's a young mom, you take your kids to school in the morning, and then you come home, you park the car, and where we've positioned your garden is somewhere between the driveway, your garage, and your back door.
Oh, so
Okay.
that's
So
super
you're-
intentional.
Very
Oh,
intentional,
love
very
that.
intentional.
I did not realize that. That's
Yeah,
very
so it's really important to have the garden part of the rhythm of your day. So it's
Okay.
not back behind the garage.
Right.
It is someplace that you interact with on a routine
That is
basis.
so cool.
So as you come into the house after dropping the kids off, you're gonna walk through the garden real quick, and you're gonna grab a handful of kale, and you're gonna come inside and make yourself a smoothie. Okay, then you're gonna go about your day, put in your load of laundry, go to work, whatever you're gonna do. It's lunchtime. Maybe you've got, some turkey or something that you're gonna make a sandwich, but then you're gonna run outside and grab a cucumber, slice it up, and add it to your turkey sandwich or lettuce or whatever. So now you've been in the garden twice. And then the third time, you're gonna say to the kiddos, hey, it's dinner time. Why don't you go outside and harvest some green beans? Oh, yeah, I don't like green beans. Oh, yeah, but guess what? You planted those green beans just 6 weeks ago, and I bet you're gonna like them now because you grew those beans. So you've gone into the garden 3 times that day. Okay, so first of all, you put eyes on the garden, and you've noticed if there's anything that's happening. Is there bees sleeping in the flowers? Is there, did slugs come in and invade something? Did the trellis fall over? Whatever needs to be dealt with kind of right then, immediately, you can kind of deal with it. Again, it's a 2-foot tall garden. Don't have to have on your gardening clothes. You just are going
Right.
to fix it, whatever. You've got your hands in the dirt. There is so much research about how putting your hands in the dirt in your brain and your microbiome. Vitamin D, you've got yourself. You're
Yes,
listening to the birds.
right.
Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
It's that tree bathing, forest bathing.
Yeah,
forest
exactly,
bathing, yeah.
exactly.
Garden
I mean, if
bathing.
you can walk outside in the morning in your bare feet, there's just, it's unbelievable.
Oh, that's right. It's called grounding.
Grounding.
That's such a big thing.
You know
right
those,
there,
the author, Dan Butler, who wrote the book, The Blue Zones?
Oh,
Yes, I've read it.
Yes,
Yes.
we've been
I read
talking
it.
about that.
There
yes,
is an
yes.
unbelievable
And we
amount of
eat that.
search.
Yes.
Research about these elderly people
Yep.
that are gardening to the day they take their last
Yes.
breath.
And that's fun.
Wow.
That's those Japanese sweet potatoes I
Yes.
was just telling you.
Oh, yeah, we were just talking about
Yeah.
those. Yep.
So, in answer to your question, yes, it's just so good for you. It's just good for my soul. And actually, the other kind of funny thing that happened, I'm not sitting in behind a desk all day anymore. And lo and behold, over a course of probably 2.5 or 3 years, I lost 30 pounds.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Good
Just
for you.
not by doing
From
anything.
gardening?
From being physically active.
Yes.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Walking all day long through your garden.
But just actually not sitting all
Yeah,
day. It's really
right,
not so
right,
much
right.
what I am doing, it's what I'm not
sedentary
doing.
at a desk.
Right. That makes
On
sense.
your computer.
Mhm.
Yes.
And then finally, Krissy, you realize that I had a horrific tragedy happen.
Yes.
And
And I can relate. Do you know this?
oh yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, I do. And it's the life that the garden gave me
Hmm.
is just the greatest gift ever.
Wow.
And when I finally had the ability to pull my head up off a pillow after losing, very tragically, I lost my 30-year-old daughter from a sudden illness. And I was shocked and stunned and full of grief. And a few days after being held up, just trying to wrap my head around what had happened,
Mhm.
I decided I wanted to come up to Chef's Garden and just check on it and see what was going on, but I hadn't checked on it. And it happened to be a morning when the kids were going off to school. And this beautiful community that we live in had heard about our tragedy. And perfect strangers, people I did not even know, came up to me and just hugged me and just thanked me for the gift of this garden. I can't even imagine, never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would have a gift like that from a tragic situation.
Right. Yeah.
And so it's something that it's just like living a garden-centric life. That's what it is. And the garden put me out there so that I could receive the love and support from our community because
Yes.
people didn't know where I live, but they
Right.
knew, oh, that's that garden lady. We'd heard that she lost her daughter.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It is
Gardening
amazing.
is pretty amazing.
You feel like
you
that
were
was all
placed in
God
that.
ordained.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
He put the pieces in the right places so you could.
And the last activity that I did with our daughter before she got sick was we planted sunflower seeds.
Oh.
And so now, sunflowers. I love to plant sunflower
yes.
seeds.
Oh my
And
gosh.
yeah, you'll notice there's a lot of sunflower seeds over in that
I
garden.
love it. She was the book
Yay.
fairy. She was so wonderful. She was
Yeah.
so much fun.
She was a neat
Magical.
person.
She was magical.
She really
Krissy
was.
told me about her a little bit.
Yeah,
Mhm.
she was a cool person.
Very cool.
Her name was Elizabeth. She was a librarian by education, and she worked in the public library system, but decided that she wanted to really have a passion for book deserts.
Oh.
Like a food desert. Exactly.
Oh.
There's places, there's communities where kids do not have access to libraries or to parents don't have the time or the resources to read to them in their home. And so she created this persona, this character, and started a nonprofit called Lizzie Lou the Book Fairy. And if you were to imagine, do you remember Magic School Bus?
Yes.
Miss Frizzle?
Yes.
Elizabeth kind of was like that.
He's 10 years younger than me. He loved her.
Yeah.
With
Elizabeth,
like rainbow hair.
rainbow
Her
hair.
hair was
Yeah,
awesome.
and she dressed up in a tutu, rainbow tutu, and she would curate little themed packages of books that she would buy with her own money. Now, mind you, a librarian makes less money than a public school teacher.
gosh,
This
yes.
girl had no money, but
It's
she
ridiculous.
used every penny that she had to buy books at used bookstores and stuff like that. And when she would create little themed packets of books and tie them together with a bow and just leave them in random places around town for people to take.
How cool.
With a note that would basically say, I love these books. The book fairy would love to share them with you. I hope you'll share books with somebody else. So she started this whole movement, and then she went into nonprofit like the Ada Jenkins Center and did story times. She made an unbelievable impact on our world in her 30 years of
It
life.
Absolutely, she
sounds
did.
Like it.
Yeah, she was a pretty exceptional person.
That
Yep,
is-
she was. She babysat my kids.
Oh my gosh.
She always read them
I
books.
love
Yes.
that.
That's what they remember about her.
Yeah.
She always read them books.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
Well, thank you for asking. It's an honor. It was an honor to be her mother.
Oh,
Yeah.
Love that.
But again, there's a book fairy box in Chef's Garden, and we always called her book fairy box.
Oh gosh,
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it. I didn't realize it was still there. I have to go over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
take a
Do
look.
you keep it stuck?
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Okay.
I do. Yep.
That is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
So-
you, Sarah.
Thank you. Thank you for letting me share that.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
another drink.
I think I topped you off pretty good there.
Woo!
Suck it down.
Lucky I could just walk home from here if I had to.
Gosh, I feel like we need to do another episode with you in the garden. Like,
Oh, we
we
could.
hire
Fun,
you,
Sarah.
and you. help
We could
us.
do-
That would be fun.
We could do that. We bring all your gear and we could do it. What's that called? On set.
On location.
On location. On location.
Absolutely.
Yes.
We
Yeah.
could totally do that.
So
okay.
okay.
Oh, Krissy, did you learn anything new?
Did I learn anything? I learned that the only thing that grows in North Carolina clay soil is kudzu. So maybe I should be planting kudzu.
No, what you need to do is, I know you love to grow flowers,
I do.
but you can grow flowers in raised beds. Okay, just stop
Yes.
trying to do it in the ground.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that because
Yeah.
I have been fighting and fighting and fighting, and I've been putting like all these. I guess I've been doing the bad stuff in the soil to make it better, and it's just not happening.
Yeah,
I
you
love
really,
that
you
you
just
learned
need to. I mean, it's not complicated. You just need some real basic fundamentals. But you also have to, come up with hacks to take care of rabbits and squirrels and all those things,
Yeah.
you know. But I got a hack for everything.
Well,
Oh yes,
I
my mom
found
does too, like marigolds for
Oh, I got something even better.
snakes.
something.
Rubber snakes. Rubber snakes.
Oh yeah, and
What?
owls.
Yeah, rubber snakes and
fake
owls.
owls. Fake owls. We have one. His name is Phoebe.
Well, I've been buying fox pea. This is so gross.
Oh.
And putting it around
But
my
you know what's
fig
even
trees.
Is that
easier?
like hunters use deer pea?
I guess
Guess
so.
what you could just do?
What else?
Send Kevin out there.
Oh, he would love that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Oh my god.
he's going to go right back to his childhood.
Oh,
you
you'll
know?
love it.
Yeah, you
He's a
don't need to buy any
he loves
fancy pea. It
nature.
just comes right out your back door.
Oh my
He
gosh.
would dig that. I'm gonna go tell him. He's gonna be like, oh hell yeah.
Yeah, he's
I'm
gonna-
out there right now.
He's going to call me up and thank me for that.
I love it.
I love it.
That's hilarious.
All right. Well, thanks again. Thank you, Sarah,
Thank
for
you,
coming.
Oh
Sarah.
my gosh.
Oh
Hey.
wait. We didn't give her her.
Oh,
gift.
snap,
We
y'all.
did not
Okay.
give her her gift.
So, Sarah, you are now a
Official cougar.
official cougar.
I think I'm like well beyond cougar age, but I'll take it.
Oh no.
What is the
Exactly.
age of a cougar?
I have no idea.
It's just an older woman dating a younger man usually, but that's not our
Yes.
shtick.
We're not.
It's
Yeah,
not
because
doing
I've
that.
been married for 43 years to the same
Yeah.
wonderful guy.
Yes, me 18. Krissy,
Somebody
how?
told me that apparently you there are different levels of cougars.
Oh yes, there's like younger like pumas. And,
Yes. Yes. We have to do a podcast about the levels of cougars, but whatever. We are not those kinds of cougars. We are
No.
only cougars
We are
on the prowl for knowledge. That's
Yes.
it. And
Boom.
now, Sarah, you are an official cougar. You get a cougar cap.
And it matches my top. I literally did not even know your colors. It's
It was
divine intervention.
Fortuitous.
It was-
Yes, it
yes.
was.
I'll put it
For
over
sure.
on top of my silly
Yes.
headset.
Love it. All right, Sarah, thank you again for coming on the podcast.
Thank you.
I
Thank
know I
you.
love you so much.
I love you too,
Thank
and
you
I feel
so
honored to
much.
be
Thank
able to be
you.
on this fun journey with you guys, and I
Yes.
know it is just going to go amazing places.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you.
you know what? I'm going to come back one of these days and go,
Yes, please.
remember when we first talked about you having this podcast and you were wondering how to get followers? Yeah,
Yes,
I don't
this
think
is
you're
the
going to
way.
have any trouble.
I hope not.
I hope
Okay.
not.
So thank you to everyone for tuning into the show. Please follow us on Instagram at Cougar College. We drop a new episode every Tuesday on Apple, Spotify, and pretty much every other podcast platform that's out there.
Yes,
We
ma'am.
also drop a new blog post for those of you guys who would rather read about things on our blog, Substack, and new videos on our YouTube channel every Tuesday as well. So links to those will be at the end of each podcast episode.
Yes, and the links are also on our Instagram page.
Yes, correct.
Yes. And so we will see you next week, Cougar students. Don't go out partying until all of your studying is done.
And may you end your day wiser than you began it.
That's right.
Thank you, Sarah. Bye.